Yo, what up, guys? Happy Thanksgiving and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be trying to predict the best possible fantasy football lineup for Week 12. So let's hop right into it. So first up, we got, I don't even think it matters, but this guy's matchup, Jonathan Taylor. Like ESPN says, he is the MVP of fantasy football this season, averaging 33.5. And if he can do that against Buffalo, what can he do against? Buffalo's run defense is better than Tampa Bay's, in my opinion. So, probably going to have a field day again, probably like a 40, 50-point day. I would not be surprised at all if that happened. So, Jonathan Taylor for RB1. Let's go on to RB2. Let me look here. Let me scan through these guys, their matchups. I don't even have like a recording. Oh, yeah. Christian McCaffrey. So, plays against Miami. Last week, the past 3 weeks, he's been pretty consistent. He's been getting a lot of volume through the passing game, like McCaffrey does. But I think he's back to 100%. Probably going to be using him a lot more. And he's against that pretty easy Miami defense. So, he's RB2 this weekend. Next up, let's just go to flex, our third running back. We have Austin Ekeler. It's kind of a two-way tie. Austin Ekeler, though, last week he had 4 touchdowns. And fantasy football running backs benefited a lot from the passing game, just like McCaffrey. So we're going to put Ekeler here against a pretty not-so-hard Denver defense. And someone else that can probably be pretty viable is A.J. Dillon. He's the RB1. Aaron Rodgers dealing with a toe injury, but he's not really. He's playing through it, so probably going to be running the ball, even though they're against Los Angeles Rams. Still gonna be pretty effective there. So our receivers, Cooper Kupp, just like Jonathan Taylor, doesn't really matter about his matchup. Let's just go to. He's played tough defenses already, and he just killed them. Tampa Bay, they don't have the best secondary, but still, overall, they're really, really good defense. Indianapolis, once again, not the best. He's really not played a great team yet. Great defense, and, quite frankly, the Packers aren't a great defense, so I'm not worried about him at all. Moving on to wide receiver 2, let's look here. Let's look. Ooh, this might be a tough one, actually, because I have a faith in a lot of receivers this weekend. Okay, here we go. So you're thinking Davante Adams, and I would. First of all, going against the Rams defense, probably toughest pass defense in the NFL, or second, and he's also questionable. So he's dealing with an injury, and Rodgers is also dealing with an injury. So not going to be at max volume for him. He did have a huge week last week. We know that, but still not going to be at max volume. So, that's not our wide receiver 2. Our wide receiver 2, actually, is going to be Deebo Samuel. Going against a pretty okay Minnesota defense. But, look, he's been being used as a running back. And that's pretty, that's why Cordell Patterson has so much value. He's listed as a running back, but he's as much as a wide receiver is a running back. So that's why we have Deebo Samuel. He only did have 2 targets and 1 catch last week. His catches really have been at pretty low, but he's literally been being used at running back these past 2 weeks. So I think he's gonna have a field day against the Vikings. Probably score a few touchdowns. Okay, now this is the hardest one. This is the hardest one in my opinion. The whole thing, the quarterback. Now this possibly could be Josh Allen. He is Josh Allen. We know he's proved that he can put up good points against good defenses. So I think that he's gonna probably be a good one, but I don't know if I put him number 1. Okay, actually, I think I do know who I'm going to put number one. Jalen Hurts, the number 2 ranked quarterback in fantasy football. As you can see, his passing numbers, you think, how's this dude a number 2? Well, he had 18 rushes, 69 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns last week against New Orleans. So if he can put up 45.5 or 44.5, sorry, and have 3 rushing touch, I mean, he has more touches than a starting running back in the past 3 weeks. That's crazy. So 3 rushing touchdowns in one game against the Giants. He should just go crazy. So we're gonna have Hurts in there for sure. Tight end. This is an interesting one. But Dalton Schultz. He's my tight end this week. I picked him up off the waiver. He's actually in one of my most recent waiver video, the first one that came out the other day. So you should definitely look at that one because that's helpful as well. But he was on there because I have Kelsey, and he's on bye. So Dalton Schultz. A lot of pass catchers are not playing for the Cowboys this week. So Michael Gallup and Dalton Schultz are going to be like the only guys that are there. So definitely going to want him. Dalton Schultz. I'm putting him over Pitts, who's going against an easy defense. I'm putting him over Goddard, who's going against a pretty easy defense. I'm putting him over Kittle, who's going against Minnesota. I'm putting him over Hawkinson, and I'm putting him over Waller and Gesicki. I'm putting him over a lot of guys because most tight ends haven't been too consistent this season. Nor has Dalton Schultz, but he's shown flashes. But I think this week he's going to have very much volume, probably like double-digit targets, 10 to 12 probably, at least. So Dalton Schultz, pick him up if he's on the waiver in your league, and I definitely play him. Starting off with defense, I think Chicago defense does have the best matchup this week against the Lions on Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm recording this on the 24th, so the day before Thanksgiving. So, probably going to go with Chicago. Another good one probably be, let's see here. By the way, the Lions are also a decent play this week because Matt Nagy needs to be fired. That doesn't take a genius to know. New England could be up there. They are number 1, but they're going against a pretty solid Titans offense, even with all the losses that they've had. But yeah, I think I'm sticking to it. Chicago defense going to score 15, 20 points tomorrow. The Bears on Thanksgiving. I'll mark my words. And kicker, let's just go with my guy, Graham Gano. Giants the Giants are going against tough Raiders defense. So probably going to be taking a lot of field goals, settling a lot. So Graham Gano, he's my guy. I'm throwing him in there. And thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if available, I'd pick up a lot of these guys that I put in this video today, and I'd play them because it's just my predictions. But I think this lineup is going to go pretty well. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't think I'm biased because I have three of the guys on my team that are on the list. I'm not being biased. I think they're good plays. I'm usually a pretty good player when it comes to that. I studied a lot, so hopefully I'm correct. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow, and enjoy the games. Peace out.